Hey, Vinyl Community, Jeff here again, and you know what? It's actually been quite a while since I bought anything new, but in the past week, I picked up a few things. Yeah, I've been trying to be real selective, and you know, honestly, a lot of my videos I talk about the Amazon price drops and I pounce on them, and there have been a lot of those recently. I mean, albums that are in the $40 range that drop down into the teens, like $18, and I got one that I'm watching now that I just haven't pulled the trigger on. It's down there. And I've had some others like that. But I've been really trying to, you know, tighten it up. But there were a couple things that came out just recently that I got to keep up with. And I did purchase them and they did just come in. So I wanted to show them. And there were a couple Amazon ones that I didn't resist. First off, is the new one from Impeller. I say new one. This is a little 10-inch Victim of the System. This is the Impeller 1993 EP that came out. It has never been released in America. Still has never been released in America. I don't think they recently repressed some of their CDs, but I still don't think that this came out in America. But a lot of the Impeller stuff, you know, had never got a U.S. release. Anyway, this is one of them. It's never been on vinyl. So this is the first time vinyl release. Of course, it's Night of the Vinyl Dead. Limited quantity as usual. They do this. There's 444 of them. It looks like I've got number 107 of 444. It is a cute little 10-inch on orange. It's got, you know, typical album, and then it's got an insert, and then the album itself. And not a whole lot going on there, but, you know, it's got the lyric sheet. Great little EP. Now, I picked up a copy of this on CD way back when, but the version I got, because it was mainly a Japanese release, but the version I got was from South Korea. And it actually wasn't an EP. It had like a handful of other songs, but when you look at it, it turns out there's only 5 songs on here. But the one I had was longer. I forget how many extra songs, 2 or 3. And what it is they've just taken 2 or 3 songs from Grin and Bear It, which was one of the albums prior to this, and they added that to that South Korea version that I picked up somehow online. But this is the actual 5-song EP. They put it on 10-inch, very cute. Again, they've been reissuing the Impeller catalog on vinyl, and I've been trying to keep up with them because they are limited and they go fast. The other one that I got was System X, and somebody fortunately brought this to my attention. One of my viewers who knows it, you know, liked it, said, "Hey, did you pick it up?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't," and I went and found it real quick and did. Same with this one, System X. Now, everybody knows I'm a big rock fan, and obviously there were a few albums where Impeller had other people singing. This is another one where he had Graham Bonnet come in. The cover that most people are probably used to, that I see a lot, is the one with the hand grenade on the front. But this one is the cover also. Again, another album that's I don't think has ever been released in the U.S. This is 2002, and I'm assuming Rob wasn't available at the time, and so they brought in Graham Bonnet to sing. Graham Bonnet appeared on the first Impeller album. Rob Rock was on the first EP, the black EP, just Impeller. And then the second, I'm Standing in Line, had Graham Bonnet. And then Rob Rock came back in and has done quite a bit. And they've had one other singer on that Pedal to the Metal album that I also have on vinyl because it came out. But then Graham Bonnet came back at one point and did this album. And I like all the stuff. I mean, obviously, musically, it's the same, similar. You know, Chris writes a lot of the same style of music and then just got some different vocal styles. So you got that. So, yeah, one from Rob, one from Graham. I need to do an inventory now, see how many more they are. How many do we not have on vinyl now? I'm thinking, well, Grin and Bear It needs to come out. That's one of the early ones. But I'm thinking we're getting really close to having a good majority of them at least. Yeah, we got Crunch and all of those before. So anyway, pick those up. Great stuff. Had to add those to the collection. Now, 2 other ones. These 2 were price drops on Amazon that I couldn't resist. Some of them, you know, it's kind of like, yeah, I can kind of resist that. I don't know if I really need that on vinyl. One of these, maybe I didn't really need it on vinyl. This one, I really want to get all of the stuff on vinyl, and that's Udo, or Udio, to the limits. What's it called? Oh, there it is. No limits. It's weird. It's overcast here because we're looking to get some storms, and so there's not a lot of light in here. But yeah, red on blue, very hard to see right there. No limits. I love this era. I love all the Udio stuff, Udio, whatever, the Udo Dirk Schneider stuff. But I remember when this album came out. This would have been in the '90s, I believe, and this is a '90s album. When this album came out, I believe I was still living in New York, and I remember getting it and just thinking, "Oh my gosh, this album is just like near perfection musically. These guys are tearing it up." And he always does that. Udo's band is always like that. But for some reason, when I heard this album back in the day, it really impressed me. And I thought, yeah. But anyway, so almost all of the stuff from Udio has been recently coming out on vinyl. Quite a bit of it. It's been on my wish list. They're all hovering in the upper 30s. And this one dropped down to $20. And I had to pounce and grab it. And I did. So it's on blue vinyl here. It is... I open it. It is a single album set, but it is a gatefold. Cool pictures there. So, anyway, yes. So that's one that I went ahead and pounced on with the. And then this one is the one people are like, well, maybe you didn't really need that. Worship Me or Die by the Great Cat. This is a novelty album. I've had, I think I have the CD, and I've had a digital copy of it for years. I lived in New York for a while, Long Island, and she didn't live too far from me. No, I never got to see her live. Yes, I did interact with her. This was in the early days of the internet, and she had a website, and I did email, and I'm pretty sure it was her that wrote back, because I wrote back and forth asking about some stuff. But it always kind of intrigued me. I saw it back in the day on the record racks all the time, and I thought it was really cool. And I don't know, maybe it's just because it's cool. She is a shredding guitar player. She also plays violin. She's, classically trained, and so she has put out this stuff, and it's over the top. If you're not familiar with it, over the top, high speed, kind of thrashy. Lyrics are, silly at times, just punkish feeling because of the way it's delivered. But it's a novelty album, and I thought it was really cool, and I've always kind of enjoyed it, and they just got reissued by Music on Vinyl. And I thought, and this one price dropped into the $20 range, and so I grabbed it. The second album she did, Beethoven on Speed, is also slated for release, and I probably will pick that up. Now, she's done a bunch of other things. I have a bunch of CDs. She's done a bunch of, EPs and stuff over the years. And then recently, she's been churning out little short songs, like Vivaldi pieces and stuff, just shredding guitar, 2-minute songs, and she's done a lot of those. And if you look on Spotify, she's got numerous albums out that are like 10 and 20 songs, and they're all like under 2 minutes. And a lot of them, I think, are just, best of or rehashes. She puts out a lot of digital stuff. But when you really narrow it all down to literal full albums, there's only a few. I know there's 2 that were officially released, this one and the Beethoven on Speed, that were officially released with labels. And then a lot of the other stuff she's got is self-released digital recordings. So I do want to get the ones that come out officially. It's just kind of one of those novelty bands that I enjoy, and she's just kind of fun. And like I say, really fast and thrashy. So cool stuff. But that's it. Just a couple few things that have come in recently. Don't have a lot that I'm expecting. So I am really kind of limiting back. So cool to have a couple new things. And that's it for this one, though. Thanks for watching. Rock on and rock hard.